Live at 5.
The latest details on a massive fire that has shut down an entire Duluth neighborhood.
Plus, the mask debate will take center stage at tonight's Duluth City Council meeting. Will a mandate be put in place? And later, Zimmer and Spielman out. We'll have more on the shakeup with the Minnesota Vikings.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Welcome to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. This was the scene around 7:30 this morning as a massive fire ripped through a vacant building in Duluth's Lincoln Park neighborhood. Flames were sky high as crews also battered the bitter cold. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Briggs LaSavage.
And I'm Kristen Baki. That building was set to be torn down tomorrow. It's called the Esmond Building, formerly known as the Seaway Hotel. It's on the corner of 20th Avenue and West Superior Street. That's where we find CBS 3's Larissa Millis live tonight. Larissa, it sounds like the fire ended up getting a lot of that demo work done early.
Yeah, Briggs, Kristen, as you can see, the fire is out. But if you take a look behind me, there is still a crew on scene, and they'll likely be here for most of the night, working to maintain any still active hot spots. While the smoke has settled now, it was a much more active scene earlier today when crews from both Duluth and Superior teamed up to tackle the flames in the bitter cold. According to the Duluth Fire Department, the fire started on the first floor but quickly spread throughout the rest of the structure. Luckily, no one was hurt. Many nearby businesses were forced to evacuate and thousands of residents were left without power, with temperatures approaching 20 below this morning. While the DFD still doesn't know what caused the fire, some of those nearby business owners say, based on past experiences working nearby, they suspect it could have been someone looking to get out of the cold.
We don't know who was in, but more than likely it probably was squatters again, trying to get warm. With it being 33 below, they're looking for some place to get warm. The reality is we've been waiting for it to be torn down, and it's something that's very necessary.
If the Esmond Building sounds familiar, that's because this is the third time it's caught on fire in the last few weeks. First on Christmas Eve, then again last week. Both of those fires were smaller. In at least one of those fires, officials say someone was inside the vacant building at the time the fire broke out. Now, again, we don't know the official reason of this fire, but within the last hour, Duluth's fire chief reminded people who are experiencing homelessness to seek out shelter at any warming shelter or a safe way to get out of the cold.
All right, thank you, Larissa. And we also just got word the fire department is boarding up the building tonight to prevent anyone from getting inside. Larissa Millis in Duluth for us tonight. Thanks, Larissa.
Dave joins us now for a quick look at the forecast. Dave, not only a tough firefight for those firefighters, but Larissa mentioned thousands of people without power during that fire as well. Not a good day for that with that bitter cold.
Well, hopefully relief is on the way in the form of a warm front. Temperatures will be going up tonight. So today was pretty cold, all right. And this evening we'll have a few hours of chill lingering, but the Arctic high pressure that brought the cold will be usurped by that warm fronting approaching from the west. So clouds increase tonight, and so do temperatures. In fact, a warm spell of a couple of days will begin on Tuesday. Let's talk about road conditions, because we had a lot of snow last week and knocked down the roads. And even today, there are still some slippery spots to watch out for, especially north of the Mesabi Iron Range up towards the Canadian border, and then towards the snow belt where the snow totals were really heavy. The rest of the region, though, reporting good driving conditions. Will they go down as the week progresses? Perhaps. There may be a slight chance for lighter snows coming our way, but not tonight. Well, maybe tonight. Increasing clouds could kick up some snow flurries. Probably won't add up to much. Then for Tuesday, it will be cloudy but dry, and a high temp of 22 degrees above zero. That is warmer than normal. I'll talk about how long that trend will last coming up in just a couple more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. The Duluth City Council is expected to vote on an emergency mask mandate tonight. The measure was brought up abruptly Thursday night during the council's agenda session.
It's a topic that has the whole city buzzing as community members on both sides speak out. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham tells us what's at stake in tonight's decision.
It feels like we're moving back in time with the discussion of yet another citywide mask mandate, but that's exactly where we stand as the Omicron variant rapidly spreads in our region. Councilor Therese Timonek proposed reinstating the citywide mask mandate, something that sparked intense division among the community. The council has received more than 100 emails expressing both support and concern over the proposed mandate. Dozens of people defended the proposal, saying it's necessary and very much needed to protect our community. However, on the other side, many say the requirement won't help the situation and will only hurt businesses already trying to recover from the pandemic's toll. All eyes will be on the council tonight as the community awaits a decision. Now, tonight's vote is twofold. The council will first have to vote to declare a citywide emergency. That vote needs to be unanimous. If that's approved, the council will then vote on the mask ordinance. That vote just needs to be passed by a simple majority. However, if the emergency is not approved, a vote will not be taken up on the mask ordinance. During Thursday's session, there was tense discussion among councilors on whether reinstating the mandate is what's best for the community.
We've got a public health crisis with COVID and have for some time. It is up to interpretation around when that threshold tips and things like this become necessary again. I don't have strong opinions on that at the moment.
Now, if the emergency mask ordinance is approved, it would go into effect 48 hours after the vote. That means people would have to wear masks inside businesses and city buildings. Councilors also say the mandate would be temporary and most likely in effect until March 1st. The push comes after Minneapolis and St. Paul issued a new indoor mask mandate late last week. Essentia Health and St. Luke's also issued a joint statement in favor of the mandate as hospitals are overwhelmed.
Thank you, Quinn. We'll have the latest on the council's decision tonight at 10.
Also tonight, 2 new council members will be part of this controversial vote. Mike Mayow and Ezreen Owl will be sworn in ahead of tonight's first council meeting of the new year. They were elected to replace outgoing councilors Zach Filipovich and Joel Cypress. New leadership will also be voted on. Councilor Eric Forsman will be tapped in as council president, replacing Councilor Renee Van Nett. Councilor Janet Kennedy will take over as vice president.
There's a warrant out for an Itasca County attorney's arrest after he didn't show up for his court hearing today. Jesse Powell is facing 5 counts of criminal sexual conduct. The 32-year-old is accused of sexually assaulting a victim between February and August while he was representing her in her divorce. According to court documents, the complaints range from non-consensual kissing and touching to rape. Online court records show Powell has a history of misconduct dating back to at least 2018. A harassment order was filed against him last March, and before that, he was suspended from his position as Itasca County's assistant county attorney for sexually harassing coworkers.
Accusations of child abuse in a Cloquet foster home are causing an outcry in the community. This video is from one of several protests in Cloquet recently. It started after a family posted pictures and videos on Facebook, which they say showed children being abused by their foster parents. The children and foster parents are members of the Native community. The family called on people to report the abuse to police. Cloquet Police Chief Derek Randall says his department is actively investigating the complaints. They are working with the Carleton County Attorney, Carleton County Human Services, and the Fond du Lac Band. He says because the case involved children, they can't release many details, but are following protocols to ensure they are safe. The Fond du Lac Band also issued a statement saying the safety of its members, especially children, is of the utmost importance. The band is working with law enforcement to investigate. They also ask the community to stop posting private information on social media out of respect for the children and families involved. We'll continue following the investigation and bring you updates when they are available.
Still to come on Live at 5, Proctor Schools are hosting a special career fair hoping to encourage kids to enter a very important industry. Details coming up in City by City.
With 6 crunchy beef tacos plus a pound of potato olays, our 6-pack in a pound is great for date night, movie night, 1,000-piece puzzle night, camping, tailgates, or any day that ends in Y. $2 off the 6-pack in a pound, only from Taco John's.
At Miners National Bank of Eveleth, we know it takes knowledge, dedication, and teamwork to be the home loan experts. With over 115 years and 4 family generations, we have proven we have the experience to be the best in the business. For your first or next home loan, call the experts you can trust at Miners National Bank. Their teamwork is unmatched, and they will bump out any rough spots along the way. Make your house a home with Miners National Bank.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Jim Pearl Construction has been awarded the title of Authorized Replacement Contractor by the Marvin Window and Door Company. This entitles us to give better pricing and longer warranties on Marvin's high-quality windows and doors. We are the only authorized replacement contractor in the Northland. This caps off our 49 years of being your professional, dependable, and honest home improvement contractor. Please call us for any of your home improvement needs.
Hi, Russell Nicolay, Nicolay Law Office. If you've been seriously injured, we can help. For the last 14 years, my office has been helping folks like you and holding insurance companies accountable. My award-winning legal team can help you and your family. Remember, if you've been injured, get Nicolay. We win or you don't pay.
Superior police are closing the Blotnick Bridge to and from Superior because of a warehouse fire. Here is a live look right now out from our live cameras pointing toward Superior. You can see that fire. You can see the flames and the smoke.
For stories that happen in your neighborhood, tune to Live Local CBS 3. Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Virginia tonight, where frigid cold has been the norm for the past few days. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast, including a chance of a warm-up in just a few minutes. But first, Briggs has a look around the region.
Crossing our fingers for that, Kristen. A career fair for those interested in healthcare in Proctor and a new sponsorship opportunity for businesses in Side Lake. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start off in Mellon, Wisconsin tonight, where the Chamber of Commerce is hosting a community coffee event tomorrow. Starting at 9 a.m., residents are invited to the UCC Church for drinks, treats, and conversation. The gathering will run until 10:30. And next we head over to Proctor, where the school is hosting a career fair for students this Wednesday. January is Healthcare Month in Minnesota, so the school is hosting a healthcare career fair for all middle and high school students throughout the school district. The fair, which is in partnership with Essentia Health, will be held in the Field House. And we wrap up in Side Lake, Minnesota tonight, where they are altering their community planning efforts. Several committees have joined together, and one sponsorship fee will now benefit 5 Side Lake events. Those events include the Winter Festival, Firecracker 5K, 4th of July Parade, Celebrate Side Lake Days, and the Fall Festival. The events bring thousands to the community each year. We'll have more information on the new sponsorship platform on our website. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, just a few weeks before the John Bear Grease sled dog race begins, one musher is facing hardship after a hit and run. We have the details coming up.
Today was indeed a cold day, 18 below to start the day here in the Twin Ports at the airport, 4 below for a high, but a warm front will bring us closer to normal tomorrow, and even warmer than normal for a couple of days. We will talk about this Antarctic blast coming up after our break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
At the DTA, we're making your bus ride even safer. You can now buy your ticket anytime, anywhere, using the new MyDTA app for mobile fare payment and trip planning. Contactless, safe, convenient.
It's that time of the year when we all want a transformation. First we hit the gym, then we try to diet. How about a makeover that will actually last? A bath makeover from Bath Planet. In 2022, we are offering a free premium color upgrade, 2 free accessories, plus no interest, no payments, and nothing down until 2023. So skip the gym and the diet and call Bath Planet or go online to book your appointment today. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Wisconsin winters will warm your heart. Time for big smiles and downhill fun. Time to step outside and get lost in the snow. Time
once again for memory making with those who matter most. It's what a trip to Wisconsin is all about.
Superior police are closing the Blotnick Bridge to and from Superior because of a warehouse fire. Here is a live look right now out from our live cameras pointing toward Superior. You can see that fire. You can see the flames and the smoke.
For stories that happen in your neighborhood, tune to Live Local CBS 3.
Join us weeknights for Live at 5 as we go around the Northland, city by city.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS 3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night. Stay connected to Live Local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Oh, it was cold once again. Started over the weekend, the next latest cold snap there, and continued through this morning. So let's eye up those bitterly cold wake-up numbers. 26 below towards Orr and for Big Fork. 20 below towards Hayward. Into the UP, 15 below both for Watersmeet and Ironwood. Solon Springs, 22 degrees below zero. Same deal for Hinckley. Well, tonight we'll dip below zero for a little while, but not as deeply. And then, the last time for a while, a warm front means a warm spell, and we could say goodbye to the below zero numbers perhaps for the next week. Current conditions show, though, it is still 6 below at Duluth International with a westerly, northwesterly wind going 3 miles per hour, so a slow wind means no wind chill advisory this time around. Relative humidity on the drier side at 54%. Wind chill factor, yeah, straight up there with the air temperature. So at least there's one hassle we don't have to hassle with tonight. And by tomorrow morning, well, we're only going to be about 5 or 6 below for many towns, followed by positive numbers tomorrow afternoon. But we don't have too many positive numbers right now to take a look at. 13 below the current temp, International Falls, 11 below for Hibbing and Chisholm. 0 for Moose Lake, one of the warmer spots out there into Wisconsin. Currently 6 below in Ashland and 7 degrees below zero for Ironwood, Bessemer, and Hurley. Again, thanks to a warm front riding to the rescue, we're going to go up for a few days. Into the mid-20s even for a couple. Doppler map. Well, earlier today, yeah, we had some sunshine, beautiful blue sky. At least that's one side benefit of the cold. But now clouds are increasing as a low-pressure system forces its warm front towards us. And that warm front is currently just outside of our area. But overnight tonight, it'll come across. Clouds will go up, and so will the temperatures. The bitter cold heads over towards the east for a while, and milder weather comes to call for a spell. So now, let's talk about how long that spell could possibly be. And the first thing we take a look at is what's going on here for tomorrow. As the warm front approaches, it'll make things cloudy but milder. And overnight tonight may trigger a little bit of snow flurry activity. Not a big deal at all. A better chance for that precipits will start to come our way by late Wednesday into early Thursday, though, as the warm front's low pressure system gets closer. We could start facing 30 to 50% chances for snow from Wednesday in through Friday. But this time around, it looks like it's just going to be light stuff. Not a big dumping like we got in a lot of towns last week. So tonight, with the warm front coming, we'll have increasing clouds with flurries possible, not adding up to much. It'll be a little bit cool tomorrow morning, but not as bad as this morning. We'll say about 5 to 10 below in Minnesota. For Wisconsin and Michigan, you know, this warm-up is coming from the west, so people to the east may hold on to the more bitterly cold weather for a little while longer. So all of that sets us up to say that Hayward may be the cold spot for the region tomorrow morning at 15 below. The rest of Wisconsin and the UP milder than that. And speaking of mild, Wisconsin and the UP with a mostly cloudy sky tomorrow should look for high temps to go about 21 to 23. The normal is 20. Wisconsin gives way to Minnesota, and that tells us highs there. 18 up north, 25 down south. And this time around, it's more than just a one-day event. We will keep our high temps in the 20s through Friday. Then from Saturday through Monday, we step back a little closer to normal. 13 to 20 isn't so bad. The snow chance begins late Wednesday night, early Thursday is a 30% chance for flurries. 60% chance for lighter snows on Friday. Right now, light means, according to the latest models, maybe 1 to 3 inches.
Hey, we see no negative temperatures there.
Yep, no negative temperatures for the next 7 days.
Wow, Dave, bringing the good news on a Monday.
Yeah, I sure try.
Thank you, Dave.
Bayfield County authorities are investigating after a former Bear Grease champion claimed a snowmobiler intentionally ran into his sled dog team. Ryan Reddington says it happened Saturday while he was training on the Tri-Counties Corridor Trail. That's between Hughes and Iron River, Wisconsin. He says the snowmobiler was riding on the wrong side of the trail. They swerved to hit his team, then sped off. One of his dogs suffered 2 broken legs. Reddington was not able to get a description of the vehicle. Authorities say it's unlikely they'll be able to find the culprit.
More free COVID-19 testing is making its way to Wisconsin. The Washburn County Health Department will now provide free PCR COVID testing every Monday and Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The testing site is located inside the Washburn County Annex building. County health leaders say masks must be worn indoors and registration is not required, but it will speed up your visit. You can expect to see your test results 24 to 72 hours after your test.
It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Northwoods Humane Society in Hayward.
Yeah, this is Gustav. He is a 2-year-old English pointer mix looking for a welcoming new home. His foster family told us he's an energetic young pup who loves his people, but he still has some work to do. He learns the commands after a few days, but he needs a family that's going to be willing to give him the attention and work with him on it, too. They also say he's friendly and wants to make his people happy, so that should make the training pretty easy.
Yeah, all of us have a little work we could do on ourselves, right?
Ain't that
it's
the
okay,
truth,
Gustav. Well, if you would like to set up an appointment to adopt Gustav, you can call the number on your screen.
Still to come, after a disappointing season, the Minnesota Vikings let go some of their top management today. CBS 3's Duncan Goldberg breaks down the shakeup after the break.
With over 30 years of providing the best service in the Northland, Ogston's Body and Paint has built their reputation through honesty and respect. So when bad things happen to your vehicle, trust Ogston's to make them right again.
I'm telling you, you should open a business.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
I've got an idea.
I hope you like it.
I love it. Just one question. What's that?
It's a chair. New plan. You make the furniture, I make the ideas, NBC makes them happen.
That was always the plan.
Bring us your best ideas. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Auto collisions, work injuries, all injuries. Call anytime, 218-576-8599. Free consultation, no recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
Good health is key to a good life. In the Cloquet community, keeping you and your family healthy is the goal of the CMH Rader Family Clinic. From routine wellness checks for newborns to treating issues of the aging and everything in between, the CMH Rader Family Clinic provides health care for all, from pediatrics to geriatrics. It's all available right here in your community.
WB Auto Sales has a wide variety of trucks and SUVs from all makes and models. From getaways to getting the job done, we've got what you need. Versatile, comfortable, rugged. We've got the SUV that's right for you. From Jeep, Toyota, Chevy, and more. Financing available. Everyone is pre-qualified no matter your credit score. Visit us today to learn more. Remember, at WB Auto Sales, our customers come first. Always.
Hi, it's me again. Listen to this. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check every month may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with the benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Check your zip code. It could be dynamite. Call now.
Call 1-800-919-1340. That's 1-800-919-1340 now.
Join us weeknights. We're live at 5 as we go around the Northland, city by city.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS 3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night.
Well, eyes have been on the Minnesota Vikings for a while now, and the day after the season came to an end, the Vikings made the move most fans were waiting for.
Yeah, for more details on the shakeup, here is CBS 3's Duncan Goldberg. Duncan.
Yeah, we've hinted at it for a while now, but today it became officially official. The Minnesota Vikings are parting ways with head coach Mike Zimmer and general manager Rick Spielman. It was a wild and successful ride for both Rick and Mike. Zimmer spent 8 years as the head coach of the Vikes with a regular season record of 72-56-1 in a riveting NFC Championship run in 2017. The same can be said for Spielman, who spent 16 seasons with the Vikings and 10 years as general manager, with multiple successful draft picks and free agency moves. But at the end of the day, the two just could not get the job done and failed to bring a Super Bowl championship to Minnesota. The system became stale, and it was time for a change.
We're a first-class organization, a place that I think any coach or GM will want to come to, and we strongly believe we need new leadership to elevate our football team, and our goal is to consistently contend and win championships. We have a plan for how we're going to move forward. We're going to utilize our relationships and network of resources to make the best possible choice. The process will be methodical, comprehensive, and we're looking for strong leaders, communicators, collaborators. Again, we have tremendous appreciation for our fans, and we want to bring them the championships that they expect and deserve.
The Will said that the process is already underway and that they will hire a general manager first, followed by a coach. And once a GM and coach is hired, keep an eye on Kirk Cousins. He might be the next domino to fall, but he could also stay next year because he has 1 year left in his contract. It's going to be a wild offseason for Vikings fans, but I think hope is on the horizon at this point. And like I said, things became a little bit stale with Zimmer and Spielman.
Yeah, maybe a shakeup will be good.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, look at the record.
Tons of talent.
It was time.
Yeah, tons of talent on the roster. A couple changes, see what happens.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think we can pin it all on Zimmer. People like to do that. It's easy to point fingers at the coach, but maybe overall with some new leadership on the team, we'll have a better season next year.
His first 4 years were great
and
fantastic. The last 4 were tough, so it was time for a change.
Yeah.
Hope it'll be a big change.
Yeah,
change is good.
Super Bowl 2023.
Yeah, let's see it.
Thanks, Duncan.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. The new information we're learning about New York City's deadliest fire in decades. The warning about space heaters just as a cold Arctic blast takes aim at the Northeast. Plus a CBS News exclusive, the urgent plea from the Red Cross as the nationwide blood shortage has reached a critical level. And the step we here at the CBS News are going to take to help. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
CBS 3 closed captioning brought to you by the Birth Center at Essentia Health. By your side every step of the maternity journey so you can rest easy knowing you're both in good hands.
Start the new year off right with Menards Bag Sale. Pick up a bag in store and get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag now through January 15th. Whether you pack it, load it, stuff it, or stack it. From light bulbs to tools, snacks, and much more. Fit it in the bag and save 15%. So pick up a bag in store and find out how much you fit in the bag now through January 15th.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, folks. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with a benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. Call, check your zip code, see if you're eligible, and get what you deserve. Call now.
Call 1-800-476-5600. That's 1-800-476-5600 now.
Superior police are closing the Blotnick Bridge to and from Superior because of a warehouse fire. Here is a live look right now out from our live cameras pointing toward Superior. You can see that fire. You can see the flames and the smoke.
For stories that happen in your neighborhood, tune to Live Local CBS 3. Stay connected to Live Local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a beautiful live look from Canal Park on this Monday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6.
Okay to see that little bit of sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, tonight at 5, we brought you the latest after a large fire broke out at the Esmond building, formerly known as the Seaway Hotel. That was in Duluth this morning. There's no official cause at this time, but at a press conference, fire officials encouraged those experiencing homelessness to seek out a warming shelter or other safe places to escape the cold.
And tonight at 6, we follow up on Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson's official announcement that he will rerun this year, why he says now is an important time to stay in office. Tonight.
That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next.
We'll see you at 6.